Experts agree that it could have a negative effect if you tell your kids to dream big.
Oh.
Really?
Which is wild to hear, but I'll read you the whole story. Experts say that it sounds counterintuitive, but it actually has a negative effect. Telling children to dream big could be doing more mental harm than motivational good. A new study by international researchers finds that having unrealistic aspirations that are seen in a movie or that are very far-fetched as a kid continues to remind you of your shortcomings as you grow up. Meaning, let's say you get to be 50, 45, 40, and you haven't reached whatever that big pie-in-the-sky dream is, you feel like a loser. I mean, you're really boiling it down there. So I want to go around the room here for a second and, what did your parents... What did they tell you as a kid? Or what did they not tell you? Lunchbox, when you were a kid, what did your parents do?
My parents were very realistic. They said, hey, you don't need to go to college. Not everybody goes to college. It's okay to just get a job. Don't worry about it. It's okay to just work.
Did you have a dream?
I had a dream of being on The Real World, and they just didn't understand what The Real World was because they didn't watch MTV. But they were like, yeah, sure. When are you going to start applying for jobs? That's what they said.
So they did not...
They did not encourage me to dream big.
Okay. Amy?
I was talking about this recently with a friend, and my parents didn't encourage me to dream big either. And I kind of felt bummed about it, but I guess now maybe they were on the right track. I kind of just felt like I didn't have that, anything you want to do, you can do it. It was more like, oh, yeah, just settle for that.
Eddie?
Yeah, my parents said I could do anything, but then when it came down to it, they're like, you don't want to do that. That's not yeah, I wanted to be a musician. They're like, you're not going to make money doing that. Don't do that.
They would say, Eddie, you can do whatever you want.
Right.
Well, thanks. Oh, Dad, I don't know. I want to play music.
No, don't do that.
No,
You'll
not
never
that
make
one,
it doing that.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Did you feel supported by your parents?
Oddly, I did, but then I felt like, well, they don't want me to be an actor like I said I wanted to be an actor, so I wouldn't even chase that because they said don't even try.
You had an acting dream as a kid?
Oh, dude, anything. Rock star, acting,
so you had
anything in the arts.
Performance. Yeah. Morgan, what about you?
Yeah, my parents always encouraged me. They would say you could do anything you put your mind to. That was definitely a big thing. But they were also realistic. When I tried to be a singer, and they're like, this is probably not what you should do. You should probably go in a different direction. Something else you can put your mind to is probably a good idea.
Morgan, Eddie and I were talking after the show one day because we had done that karaoke segment that you sang, and you're awesome. But you're a terrible singer in that situation anyway. And Eddie was like, isn't it crazy she wanted to be a singer? And I was like, what?
You had forgotten about that.
I had. At what age did you stop wanting to be a singer?
It wasn't through middle school. Once I hit high school, I'd finally kind of been accepted. I did choir, so I was really good at harmonizing, which is why I thought I could be a singer. I was not good at singing by myself.
So this wasn't, you're not 22.
No, it was once I hit high school, I was like, okay, I'll accept that. I don't really want to be made fun of. My parents were very honest, but still encouraging.
Yeah.
I do want to go to Abby, our phone screener, who is still pursuing.
Yeah, her parents need to be honest with her. She's
Abby,
30.
well, hold on.
Stop, Lunchbox.
You're still softly trying to be a singer.
Uh-huh.
What does your mom say to you?
Oh, boy.
Oh, she thinks I need to just go for it.
No, she doesn't. Does she
Dream
really?
big, dream
Yeah.
big. She's a dream big mom.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. She
And
supports everything. I
As
do.
a kid, was she a dream big mom?
Yes. But they also thought I needed to go to college to have a backup plan,
But that's so...
No, Abby, your mom is not serious when she says go for it, right?
Yes.
She's heard you sing?
Yeah.
Does she think you're a good singer?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she does.
That's awesome. I love it. It's like my family, they would not, well, it was more like, we can't believe you did that. Even when I was graduating high school, wow, we can't believe you did that.
Oh, shocked.
Not because I was a loser, but because nobody in my family had ever graduated high school. Nobody went to college. Nobody. But then there was a point where nobody really understood what I was doing anymore. Like when I was on the radio and I wasn't in Arkansas, I think they thought I just disappeared and I really wasn't doing anything. And I'd be like, no, it's going pretty good. I've kind of built this company. We have runs in 7 cities. Are you on in Little Rock or Hot Springs? No? Oh, okay. And I was like, no, I don't think you understand. It's actually, no, well, we can't hear you. The tree falls in the woods, right?
Yeah.
So I think I probably set expectations on myself that sometimes when I don't hit, I'm upset at myself. But yeah, I think ours was just a dream that, we have groceries at the end of the week. So it really wasn't focused on any sort of dreams or anything. But with your kids, Eddie, you tell them dream big?
Absolutely. I tell them, guys, there is nothing that you can't do if you don't put the work into it. And I tell them that, and realistically, I think 2 of my kids think they're going to be pro NFL players. I don't think they
That's
can
tough.
do it.
That's tough.
But I'm going to tell them
Yeah.
that they can if they put the work in.
I think that's a good strategy. Like, what do you want to be? I want to be X. Okay. Well, there's a lot of work. If you really go hard at, you have a good shot to either do that or do something around that. I think that's pretty safe.
Ooh, mention the around that just in case they don't hit that one dream, right? Yeah, good call. Good
Then
call.
when they're 40 and they haven't hit it, you covered your
Be a
bases.
coach. Yeah, be a coach.
Around that.
Amy, what do you tell your kids?
Yeah, I mean, I tell them they can be whatever they want to be. I don't know that I use the words dream big, but I try to. I've some parenting advice I got recently along the lines of this is like, never, you shouldn't like say to your kid, "Oh my gosh, you're so smart," because if they do something really well, because then the next time they don't do it, they're going to think, "Oh my gosh, am I not smart?" So I just try to, in everything they do, say, "Wow, you must have really worked hard. I can tell you worked hard on this," and that they will continue to work hard. So when it comes to whatever they want to do, they're going to work hard.
I think if people hadn't told me I was smart, I wouldn't have thought I was smart.
I'm just telling you what the parents
Yeah.
experts say right now.
I needed them to go, wow, look at you, you're smart. And I'm like, oh, I have something then. Okay.
Yeah.
But you actually really were smart.
But again, I don't know that I would have
Yeah,
known had
true.
people. Shut up. I don't know that I would have known had people not said to me, "Hey, you're really smart." Because then I was like, "Oh, I have something." Okay, I don't have to be bad at everything. I don't have to be the
Yeah.
one that gets made fun of. Like, okay, I'm smart. This is my thing. And then because of that, it motivated me to be smarter. And then I'd screw up and I'd be like, no, we can't do that because I'm smart. So not that that's the right thing to do, but for me, I was happy that someone kind of threw me that, kind of chummed it up a little bit. They
Like-
chummed the waters.
Did you ever not make A's?
Oh, I didn't always make A's.
I'm typing,
when?
Amy.
I never
Typing.
made below a B. It was just a weird situation. I made it in typing. I made my only C in high
Oh,
school.
you got a C?
in typing.
Typing.
Yeah,
Whoa.
because I was not fast enough.
I forgot about that.
But in French, I made a C in college.
It's
Yeah.
like you
That was my
remember
C.
your
That's tough,
C's.
though. That's
like,
tough. That's a
That was my
different
C.
language.
I hated it.
Man.
I went and I had to go to the teacher
Wow.
and be like, "Bro, I ain't never using this. Like, just let me get through this." Because I was already working full time. But yes, I was quicker than I'm blessed to be quick. Even in quiz bowl, I was in 7th grade, crushing 12th graders.
yeah.
But that ain't cool when you're hanging out in 6th period.
Like, do you dwell on those C's now? Like, do you look back and be like, man?
Oh no, it's awesome. I don't care at all.
Okay, good.
Because I don't think A's are what defines how smart someone is.
That's
what I'm
right.
saying.
Because
That's true.
I think
Preach.
now hold on, I'm not fully on that page either.
Like,
I don't think you have to have A's to be smart. I think you're smart if you get a bunch of A's because it can help you take the next step up if you're looking to take that step. Like you can actually go down that path if that's where you want to go. If you're like getting C's and D's, but you want to go to a really good college that won't accept that, well, that's not very smart of you. But if you're like, hey, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go be a musician or a producer, or I'm going to be the best. Then if it doesn't require that, who cares? You don't have to go to college if you don't want to. So I think it matters what you're wanting to do as to why you would do it when it comes to getting good grades. I could have rocked all A's all the time. I honestly could have. I got bored. And also I would be like, I got to work full time. I got to play ball. I only have so many hours. So I'm going to be really good at baseball, and I'm going to work, and I'm going to get way ahead there. And you know what? If I can't type as fast as the other kids, screw it. I will give that up a little bit.
in French, like
Yeah.
who needs that?
I'm with him. I got bored. That's what happened to me. Fifth grade. I gotta work.
5th grade.
I still have nightmares that I'm getting failed in a class.
That was a nightmare?
I still have it.
Oh, wow.
I still
Oh,
have
that
it
you don't have
about-
enough credits to graduate. Everybody has those
Where
dreams,
it's
right?
like, not enough credits. I didn't show up enough. And the teacher's like, well, you didn't come to class enough. So what are you going to do? So I have to study one night to learn the whole semester. And so I study all night long. And then right before I take the test, I wake up.
Weird.
I know. See you next season on Bobby's Dreams that nobody cares about.
It's a Bobby Bones Show.